Alright, today we've got a telefoul PCB that I'm going to work on, try and adjust the photocell, because so far as I can tell, it seems to be acting up, and I see that I haven't got all my 4 sensor LEDs lit up. I've got 4 on the left side. Let me get something to point with here a little easier. I've got 4 lit up over here. On the opposite side, I've only got 2 lit up in the upper part of this section here. My bottom 2 right here, they're not lit up. I want to get all those aligned to make sure that it maybe that's not what's causing the issues on my board here itself. First thing I do is try to keep some of my sanity, or if you're doing this while you got open bowling going on, take something and slide it underneath the foul buzzer. I'm going to show you right here. I'm using something plastic. I'd recommend using something plastic. Won't conduct any electricity. Just when I go to show you what to put under there, I can't get it under. Alright. So I've got that plastic under there. Well, just so you know how much of a benefit it's going to make. If you don't want to listen to that the whole time while you're working on it, take you something non-conductive. Place it up underneath that buzzer. Now it's off again, and I'm going to go ahead and activate it again. No buzzing. Or if you want to do it a different way, I guess you could deactivate, just disconnect the power terminal to it. Hey, learn something new every day. I just glad I showed you guys this video. It made me think outside the box and finally just unplug that buzzer. Alright, never mind. Scratch the idea of the card. Smartest way, unplug the buzzer. You're welcome. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and set you up. I'm going to give you a quick point out of what I'm going to do here. I've got the photocell down here on this side is one acting up. So I'm going to try loosening. You got a screw on this side. You've got one right here in front of the photocell itself, in the front middle. And on this one, on the inside in between them, let me get you where you can see. The one that adjusts this photocell is going to be this screw. And then same as I've got one here, I've got one on the opposite side of this photocell that I can adjust it. So the one on this side and this and the front, between the photocell eyes, it's going to tilt this little block left to right. Is what it's going to do. Your 2 that are right here on the top and bottom, what would be the top and bottom from this image, but on the left and right side of the photocell, these 2 right here, they're going to tilt it up or down. That's what they're designed to do. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put you up in the air, and I'll explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and, maybe I'll luck out, I'm going to go ahead and loosen the front one. I'm going to just split these 2 wires, this group of wires, get in between them. Just loosen that screw just a little in the front. Same with the back one here on the inside. I'm going to loosen it just a little. And then I'm going to go ahead and just try tilting left to right and seeing what that does on my LEDs over here on the right side. So I've still got 2 lit. If I tilt it just a little, I'm getting a third, but I'm not getting that 4th to respawn. So I think I'm going to have to go ahead. Okay, I was able to get it right there and line it up. I'm going to see if I can tighten this down and see if it'll hold that for me. Right now they all went out because obviously the screwdriver is in the way of the photocell. Alright, so it's not as good as what I thought. I'm going to go ahead and break that one back free. And now I'm going to loosen the ones on the sides. Okay, so I've got all 4 loose right now, so I can move this around freely in my hand. until I get a good solid contact. All 4 of these LEDs lit up. Alright, right now I've got all 4 lit up in the position I got it in. So I'm going to go ahead and try tightening one screw down first. You got to watch as you're tightening the screw, you can also tilt your photocell. So if you start to notice that when you tighten it, it does tilt up and you lose your alignment, then you may want to tip your photocell down in the opposite way of what you're tightening. Once you tighten it up, it will bring your photocell back up to your position that you desire. I'm going to tighten what is now the left side on your screen of this photocell. Alright, all my 4 LEDs are still staying strong. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten the front one. Still everything is maintaining. And now tighten the rear. Alright. Now as you can see here, I've got the 4 that I originally had lit up, and I've got the other 4 over here on this side, all of them being responsive. As I'm going to walk my finger across the was actually the foul line here. I'm going to walk my finger across it, and as I move it, you're not going to see me moving my finger, but you're going to see the LEDs as I push my finger across it. So it'd simulate so if a ball would roll across it fast, you see they lit up, or they actually lost illumination. So whenever your foot goes flat on the foul line, that's whenever it's going to cut them out. All 4 went out. But if a ball went across the line really fast, see how they break the beam, but they realign themselves so it doesn't qualify as the computer itself is not thinking that you have actually stepped flat-footed on the foul. Alright, I'm going to hook the foul buzzer back up. Glad I created this video to actually open my eyes. Alright, everything's back. I'm just going to cover it back up, and that should take care of everything. Should get a buzz now. Yep. We'll check both sides. I'm just waiting for it to reset itself. Alright. Good deal. That is the foul buzzer photocell alignment.